Assign. There we go. Another one from Sergio. I'm going to assign ticket to myself. It says no credentials found. I insert my PIV card and it says no credentials found. So I'm assuming this PIV card is something related to some kind of authentication. I don't know exactly what PIV card is. I'm going to Google it and I'm going to see what that is. PIV card. What is PIV card? PIV stands for Personal Identification, Identity Verifications Credential. PIV cards are used government-wide to control access to federally controlled facilities and information systems at the appropriate security level. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is something you plug into your... I mean, I don't know how they're using this. Is this PIV card used? If anybody's got experience with this, is this card used? Let me see if there are any images. Oh, so it's definitely either scanned or used. It's either used for entry. I mean, if it's used for entry to a building, then you need to talk to security, right? Security has to give you access to the building. Now, if it's one of those cards that that you use to basically log into a computer, because I've seen this before, where a keyboard with card scanner, I forget what it's called. This is before my time that this was used. I don't know that anybody else uses this, but here it is. I've seen these. These are like, I don't know if people are still using this, but they insert the card here. You see on top here, they insert it just so like as if you're paying for something, and this gives them the proper authentication. So it's simple here. I'm going to say, hello, if error message is no credentials found, then you need to acquire credentials. I mean, as simple as that, right? It's very straightforward, and for those reasons I'm going to close the ticket. If you get somebody who's like new to the company and they need login credentials for something, they need to go through the proper channels to get access. If you are the one who's going to give them the access, that's fine, but this access needs to be submitted and requested by their manager. Okay, you can't just give access to somebody willy-nilly, right? Meaning that you can't just anybody, because that's a huge security risk. You cannot give access to everybody that just asks for access. Or it could be somebody who just suddenly needs access to a specific system. You know, they need to have a way. And sometimes users just like either play dumb, and I'm not saying Sergio is playing dumb here. I don't know what's going on here. But some of them do. Some people, or they just want to bypass their manager. We don't know. This is a security issue. We need to be super careful about this. But they might come back to you and say, well, how do I go about that? Well, talk to your manager. Talk to your whoever hired you to give you access, right? Isn't this common sense? You know, you would be surprised how many times people came to me, I need to have access to this system. Okay, that's fine, but your manager needs to request this type of information. There's a method in place. There are channels you have to go through. You cannot bypass your manager because your manager needs to be aware that you are getting access to this. So that's what needs to be done. If you need access, you need to follow the proper procedures.